So you heard that the manufacturing of solar panels creates more pollution than they save. That is a vast oversimplification that basically is misinformation. There are environmentally hazardous repercussions to creating solar panels. Some are just fairly simple, like for example, clearing land to put solar panels on disrupts the environment, but we do that when we build buildings too. Potentially hazardous heavy metals are used in their construction, but we use that in construction of other technology. Some solar cells use hazardous chemicals that can leak into the ground. And this also happens when you make stuff like air conditioners or even makeup. So yes, manufacturing solar cells negatively impacts the environment because manufacturing negatively impacts the environment. But rough studies show that many solar panels will make back the energy used to create them in 1 to 4 years. And depending on how that energy is used, offset their environmental impact in 3 to 7 years. And how long do solar cells last? Up to 30 years, possibly more with new technology we're creating. In fact, there are prototype solar cells that are cleaner to manufacture and may last up to 100 years. Like any new rising technology, the more money and study we put into it, the better results we have. And this is another issue of human beings being critically unable to look at long-term returns. Because, yeah, from a business perspective, it seems really dumb to invest in something that won't give you a clean return for 7 years. But that something can give you clean, free energy for literal decades after you build it, investing very little in maintenance. But no one's going to eat a 7-year loss. No one's going to continue to sink money into containing the environmental effects, manufacturing them in a way that is safe for the environment, and just continue sinking resources into this thing that isn't going to give you a return till nearly a decade. For business, that's bad, but for the human race, that's good. And in general, the more advanced our tech becomes, the more delayed the results of that tech is going to be. And so if we're ever going to seriously invest in energy resources like this, we're going to have to do it with something that isn't primarily driven by profit. And like from a nerd perspective, from a sci-fi perspective, I do find it kind of funny that there are some nerds who say that solar panels are never going to be efficient, and then turn around and say the key to the future is the Dyson sphere harnessing all the energy of our star. How do you think we're going to harness 100% of the energy of our star if we don't look into ways to harness energies from a star? That is basically what the science and technology of solar energy is, and we need to be putting a lot more money and research into it.